Madeline, are you doing alright? How's my dad doing today? Is he alright? How is he feeling?
He's actually doing a lot better today. He says he's feeling much better and even had a good time with his meals. There isn't anything out of the ordinary. I'm glad that he's gotten better over the night.
I'm sorry, it's tiring, isn't it? I know that it's not an easy task to do.
No, that's fine. It's not that bad and I like taking care of him anyway.
I wish I could be able to sit by his side and be able to take care of him and talk to him throughout the day. I feel like I'm a horrible son and a horrible husband to you because I can't be there.
Don't think about that kind of stuff. I've never felt as if this is a chore. It's not tiring at all, so don't worry about it. I'd rather be safe and take care of him myself than have someone posted beside him and worry all day if the caregiver is actually doing their job or not. Plus, since I'm the one that's taking care of him, it doesn't cost any money.
Still though, you have to constantly wake up throughout the night to take care of him and check up on him. It must be messing with your health too. It's not easy waking up in the middle of the night every single day. I feel sorry.
Oh, Alexander, don't worry, you're not doing anything wrong. You don't need to feel sorry.
I wish my brother and wife could help out a little bit, if only they were willing to. Because then, it might be able to lift a bit of the burden that you have on your shoulders.
I was thinking about asking, but I wasn't sure if I should. What do you think? Should I try and ask about it?
Are you gonna try talking to Monica? No. I already know that she'll say no anyways. Because she always has nothing nice to say too.
Well, I was just thinking about giving it a shot. I mean, Frederick wants to see his oldest son too. Because yes, it's unfair for me, but it's also sad to think that Frederick is only able to see you and not Hanson. He really misses Hanson.
Alright, try to give them a text or a call and let's see what they say.
Monica, how have you been? The weather's been pretty hot lately. Hope you're doing all right.
Hey, Madeline, how are you? It's been a minute since we talked to each other, hasn't it? We're doing all right. It's always the same thing every single day. A little mediocre, even. What's going on? You texted me out of the blue.
Oh, it's nothing crazy. I just wanted to talk to you about Frederick.
Why? Is he in critical condition? Did something happen to him?
No, it's not anything like that. I just wanted to know if you and Hanson would be able to help us out a little bit with taking care of him.
Us? Why do you need our help? You and Alexander have been doing well with taking care of him. Just keep doing what you've been doing and take care of Frederick as best as you can, and there won't be an issue. What's wrong?
Well, I know that, but Frederick really misses Hanson and wants to see him. It's been a while since he came by to see us. Also, it's been starting to take a toll on me and my health. I wanted to know if it would be okay if we could split the schedule up amongst ourselves a little bit with taking care of father-in-law.
Huh. Let me take a guess. You're doing this because of money, aren't you?
What? No, that's not it at all, actually.
What do you mean that isn't the reason? You're always complaining about it, talking about money all the time. You think I don't know about that? Here, take this money. We've got a lot on our plate right now. We really don't have time to be dealing with something like this.
Monica, I didn't contact you so that I can ask for money. We have enough money on our own end. I'm actually asking for genuine help.
Ugh. I heard that with the condition that Frederick has, he'll eventually have a hard time with even walking. Changing his diaper, feeding him meals by hand. Oh, just thinking about it makes me sick and stressed out. Why would we want to do something like that? We have you and Alexander so that you guys can do all of that for us. If you didn't contact me because of the money, then don't talk about asking for help taking care of Frederick either. We don't have the time or patience to be doing something like that, nor do we have the need to do so.
Don't you think that you're being a little too full of yourself? Don't you remember how much Frederick likes you? He'd always ask about you.
That's what happened in the past, right? The past. It's not what it used to be anymore, now is it? So stop throwing a tantrum because we aren't helping or whatever. We're already busy as it is. Don't talk to us unless that Frederick passes away.
All right. It was dumb of me to talk to you in the first place when I knew all along this is the type of person that you are. I feel so sorry for Frederick right now. I won't ever talk to you about him ever again.
Did you try talking to Monica or Hanson? How did it go?
Yeah, I did, and you were right. I should have just kept quiet. It was such a draining conversation, and I got nothing out of it in the end.
What happened? Did they do something to you?
Well, Monica told me to not talk to either her or Hanson unless Frederick is in critical condition or if he passes away. Then she had the audacity to throw some $500 in my face, asking me if I texted her because of money.
Wow, she hasn't changed even one bit, has she? I thought people are naturally supposed to grow more mature and wise the more they get older, but I guess that isn't the case for everyone, huh?
It's alright. I was already expecting it to turn out this way from the beginning. Even if it's a little tiring and difficult, let's just take care of him by ourselves like we've always done. After all, this is your father. It doesn't affect me one bit.
Alright, I understand. I'll try help out as much as I can every time I get some free time on my end also. I'm sorry, and I'm always thankful for you. You know this, right?
Oh, don't say thank you. You know that I don't mind helping out and taking care of him. Don't worry about it too much. I believe that Frederick will get better soon enough. Let's just push through a little more and make sure we do the right thing.
Madeline, this is Hanson. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How have you been, Hanson?
I'm fine. I was just wondering if you're feeling a little better after everything that's happened. I also wanted to know how Alexander is doing. Is he okay? I'm worried about you two.
Thank you for worrying about us, but we're all right. It'll get better.
Okay, that's good to hear. So, there's something I wanted to ask you about. It's about Dad's inheritance. Do you know anything about that? Or anything that you've heard of regarding the matter?
I knew that was the real reason why you contacted me. Why even start off with small talk anyway? Well, we don't know anything about his inheritance or anything of that matter. Why? I'm guessing you want it to yourself?
Now, you don't have to talk to me like that. Come on, we're still family. I'm already sad enough with what happened. It's upsetting if you react to me in this manner.
Well, either way, I don't know anything about that, so please don't ask me about it.
Maybe just make a guess? Or how about if anyone gave money to pay for the funeral?
Luckily, everyone was nice enough to contribute, and we have about $7,000 left over.
$7,000? So you're telling me that there's a leftover $7,000 from the funeral?
Yes. Why are you asking?
Okay, I understand it now. Madeline, make sure you keep that money somewhere safe and don't use it for yourself.
Babe, are you alright? I know you still don't feel fine. Are you really going to be okay going out to work like this?
If I'm not at work, nothing gets done. Even if it's a little hard for me, I still have to push through acting like everything's okay, you know?
Hanson texted me earlier. I've got some news. And of course, it's not good news, like always.
Hanson? What did he want from you?
He asked about your dad's inheritance. Then he asked me how much money we received, so I told him it's about $7,000 that's left over.
What did he say after that?
He was telling me to not spend the money and keep it somewhere safe.
I already know that he's up to no good. He's the one that wanted Dad to pass away the most. I bet he was scouting out for whatever inheritance or leftover money there is that Dad would have left behind. I've come to the state of not even considering him as a human being a long time ago because he would act greedy all the time.
Leave him alone. It's not like this is the first time he's done something like this. It's about time we got used to it. What really happened with Frederick's inheritance? Do you know?
Well, a lawyer came to the funeral and he introduced himself by telling me that he was looking for me because of the will and stuff that Dad left behind. He gave me his business card and told me to get in touch with him. I haven't contacted him about it yet, though.
I don't think he left behind much. He was sick for a very long time.
I don't care about what he left behind anyway. I just wish that he would have had the chance to live a bit longer so that he would have gotten healthier. It's depressing to think that he suffered until the very last breath that he took in. It makes me regret a lot of things. There are things that I should have done for him.
I know. I wish that was the case too. The only thing that we can do now is live our lives and enjoy things that he couldn't because of the illness that he had. Let's try to be positive and never forget about him.
I agree, and that's not what I want to do too. I'm gonna finish up and get out of here sooner or later, so let's just have a simple meal for dinner and call it a day.
Okay, I'll see you at home.
Madeline, are you busy at the moment?
No, not really. What's up?
You aren't. Okay, that's great, because I think we need to meet up and have a talk. If you always stay in the house, it'll make you worn out and more tired of the situation that you're in. You need to get out of the house occasionally to take in some fresh air and eat something good so that it can brighten up your mood a little bit.
No, I think I'm alright. I don't really like going out anyway. What did you text me for?
Really? All right, then I'll just get straight to the point. I want you to give us all of that leftover money that you received from Frederick's funeral.
What? What are you talking about? Why should I give you guys all that money?
Okay, let's not be goofy with ourselves. Just because you took care of Frederick for the last 5 years doesn't mean that you can start acting like you're in charge of everything around here. It's obvious that money belongs to us. Hanson is the older one, so of course he should be the one that gets that money. That being said, whoever came to the funeral that was from you and Alexander's side, excluding the family members, they were all our side's guests and Frederick's guests. Don't be stupid and try to act like you really deserve all of that money. Let's not lose our dignity around here.
Oh, so you're gonna take all of the money for yourselves?
Yeah, exactly. I heard that it's around $7,000. That wasn't meant for you guys to take in the first place. Let's not get dirty with each other over some money, so just hand it over to us. Actually, I'll be a little forgiving and give 5% of it to you guys. But yeah, we want the majority of it to ourselves.
No, actually, I don't think Alexander and I would like to do that.
Wow, I didn't think that you were the greedy type with money, but you are, aren't you? Is 5% not enough, Madeline? Okay, then I'll pitch it up a little more. How does 10% sound to you?
It doesn't matter whether the money is 5%, 10%, or 50%. That's not the point. I don't have any intentions of giving you any of the money in the first place. If it's gonna be split, it should be equal and balanced. Why are you trying to take it all for yourselves?
I already told you. Hanson's the oldest and I'm his wife. That's why it's inevitable that we receive the money, or at least get the bigger half of it. Do you not understand? It's like you've got a dense skull or something.
Don't even think about getting any of the money to yourself. I knew that you weren't the nicest person out here, but it's quite outrageous with how rude and condescending you are. You should be ashamed.
Are you really going to be like this? Come on, Madeline. Stop being so stubborn. You're literally causing friction between us.
It's you who started with making all of the friction in the first place, and I hope you know that. Please stop talking to me. Here, this is the information about the will and inheritance that Frederick left behind. Take a look at it.
Wow, it seems like Dad really did a great job at hiding away lots and lots of money before he passed away. Seems like it's enough to get by for the next 10 years. This is good news.
I know, damn geezer. I thought he was gonna just pass away, wasting food and oxygen, but I guess that wasn't the actual case after all.
I just can't believe that you guys are talking so ill of Frederick like that, even after he passed away. There's no way. I guess you two will never cease being horrible human beings. Now that you take a look at all of the money that's left behind, you feel like you can catch a break now, huh? You feel like you won't have to work anymore, and it feels like the left behind money is all yours, right?
Of course, why wouldn't I be the one that receives it anyway? I'm the oldest, so by logic, I should be the one that gets all of the inheritance. If you don't know anything about it, then just sit pretty and keep quiet.
Exactly. What are you trying to even do, acting like you know everything and anything? Well, if you decided to repent and beg for some of it, we're willing to give you guys like 2%.
Oh, really? How sad. Because it seems like you guys are so greedy and money hungry that all you see is the amount of money. You guys just continue on talking about nonsense. Have you even taken a look at the will? Go ahead and read it carefully and thoroughly.
Why, what does it say? All of the inheritance shall be passed down to Alexander and his wife without it being split in any other way. What? No, that can't be true. Stop putting up a circus to try and steal the money for yourselves. You faked that will because you want the money to yourself, don't you?
So you want to find out if it's fake or not, right? Then let's find out. Mr. Freeman, sorry to bother you, but I'm the youngest son that you saw at Mr. Frederick's funeral. Hello, Alexander. Nice to speak with you again. I wanted you to explain the will and the inheritance that my dad has left behind, because it seems like my brother and his wife are curious about it. Of course. First and foremost, Frederick has left all of his possessions to the youngest son and his wife. Now, with the money that's been collected during the duration of the funeral, excluding about 20% of the total value, the rest was also decided to be given to the youngest son and his wife. All of the following information has been spoken verbally by Mr. Frederick.
No, this can't be. What is the reason? My dad liked me much better than Alexander.
Did you even visit Frederick when he was bedridden and in critical condition? Have you even helped out and kept by his side just once? You never wanted to come see him, and all he would ask was about you and Monica. You two never even worried about him, but rather decided to go so far as in talking badly about him. He knew about all of this.
I guess you're finally catching on with the situation now, Hanson. Dad left behind everything to Madeline and I. I didn't even want it to begin with, but the way that you and Monica acted towards us and Dad, it did nothing but deter our faith in you guys. I bet it disappointed Dad a lot. Do you even realize how hurt he must have been? In order to at least let Dad rest in peace, I can't give you any of this except for the 20% that he wanted to give you.
Madeline, I'm sorry, let's not be petty with money like this. We're family. We're close. You have to share at least a little bit, don't you think so? I even sent you money from time to time, didn't I?
Oh, the money that you gave me? The money that you sent to me as if you wanted to tell me, take this and shut up? I gave it back to you each time you would send me any amount of money. Do you not remember that part?
I didn't think that I would see the lowest point of both of you two just because of money. It's even more sad because you guys are family. Don't ever try to sniff on Dad's money, and don't ever talk to me if that's all you're gonna talk about. Don't even think about it. Oh, also, you better keep up with current events. Go on and read some news articles.
What do you mean by that?
It seems like one of your company's employees embezzled all of the money from the bank. You're about to go down in history. Anyway, try to figure it out yourselves like you've always done.
Madeline, please.
You've done nothing in your life to help us out, not even once. But all you do is want money that you don't deserve. I can't believe your immaturity. Please wake up and see what the reality is and stop being so greedy. As it said in my father-in-law's will, Alexander and I were able to receive all of his possessions that he left behind, as well as the money that was left over from the funeral. Alexander and I didn't need that much money and didn't want Frederick's precious possessions to be used on something foolish, so we decided to donate a lot of it to charity. With the leftover money, we decided to open up a coffee shop that Frederick wanted to open when he was once the healthy man that he used to be. We were reluctant about it at first because we weren't sure if the coffee shop would do well, but somehow it became more and more popular amongst the people in the city, and now we have regulars who visit our store too. What I heard about Hanson and Monica is that because of what happened to Hanson's company, they had to move from a 4-bedroom house to a 1-bedroom house. It seemed like the wrath from my father-in-law struck them pretty hard with this one, or so as it seemed to be that way. Alexander and I are going to try our best to live our lives for Frederick and promise that we'll never forget about the kind-hearted, noble man that once roamed this earth. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.